Okay, so this is part 2 of our troubleshooting an electric motor using an ohm meter of our 3-part series. And so today we'll talk a little bit about how to find an open motor winding. So in previous videos we talked about motors being just 3 coils of wire essentially, and those 3 coils of wire are identical. And so if we were to take an ohm meter and measure between the first coil of wire and the second coil of wire or windings in our motor, let's say for instance we would read about 2 ohms. And so if we were to measure between 2 and 3 there, because again those motor windings are identical, we should see about 2 ohms. And so the same thing would take place if we were to measure between 2 and 3, 2 ohms. Again, all 3 windings are identical, and so the resistance reading should be about the same. Now if we had an open winding, let's say that we overheated the motor and the wiring in the motor overheated to the point where we opened up, or the wire actually broke inside of the motor. Now when we measure between T1 and T2, we have completed coils there, and so we would have continuity, and let's call that we measure 2 ohms. Now, if we were to measure between T1 and T3, because we do not have a complete circuit there, the winding here is broken, we would not read any continuity, and so we wouldn't measure any resistance, and so consequently we could determine that the motor winding is open. Same thing would happen if we were to measure between 2 and T3 there. We wouldn't measure any continuity, or again no resistance reading there, because we do not have a completed circuit. The wire is broken.